Welcome to part 12 of Legend of Dragoon. Today, we're going to continue to go through Indel's castle, probably picking up treasure. Because there are some rare items here that I need to get, and again, I forget that one treasure that I missed last part. What the hell passed me? Anyway, I can probably see why I got lost in this area. Because Indel's castle has some really good music here. I don't know, for some reason I like the themes here in this game. I like this one in particular. But probably one of my favorite themes would be some of the boss themes. And the prairie. Definitely the prairie. But there's nothing else of value here. In order for you to get down there, you have to go upstairs. And besides, that's actually something that's going to lead to an area of importance, so to speak. So where we want to go is to my right. So down the stairs we go. And I'm going to go down the stairs again. And we want to release this boat, so basically speaking, we're going to have to activate the wheel so we can get down here. I promise you, this would be very useful in the next episode. Well, at least before we leave Bale. Because basically that's the only way to get one of the last Stardust here. The other ones is in Lavitz's house. And like I said, we won't be going there until part 13. So, while I'm just wandering around, I'd like to bring to attention a few things. Well, for one, everybody's wondering what those raw videos of Final Fantasy X-2 are for. Well, I plan on using those as a basis to where I can just record the voices of me and Turtle if we ever get back together again to finish up Final Fantasy X-2, and at least it'll be something of X-2 there instead of just, well, an unmanned commentary, to say the least. Or just nothing at all. So, I plan on using the playthrough of the RV Raws, just in case people don't like the sound of my voice. Which, believe me, I had a complaint or two about that. Meanwhile, what's happening in the game, I managed to find a way down to that room to buy an active ring, which I probably will be putting on Lavitz. Probably, not saying that I will. So anyway, I do have to say this. If we do manage to finish Final Fantasy X-2, well, commentary-wise, because the Raws will definitely finish up the LP. One way or the other, it's going to be finished. But that's all I have to say. Nonetheless, time to go to King Albert. I am the head of the First Knighthood, Lavitz Slambert. I am back from the field. Jeez, and it took us a lot of parts to get there. Oh, Lavitz! I was feeling uneasy because I heard you were missing. Sorry. Oh, please make yourselves comfortable. Everyone. Your Majesty, it's more than I deserve. It was true. His Majesty was so dismayed that he couldn't see to his affairs of the state. Oh, Noish, Please don't tease me. Lavitz is a friend from my childhood, as well as a master of martial arts, as we saw in part 4. Well, anyway, where have you been? After my first knighthood was wiped out, I was captured by Sandara and held against my will in Helena prison. What? In Helena? However, thanks to the act of this young man, I managed to break out. Let me introduce these people. Dart and Shauna. They are from Solus. I thank you for saving Lavitz. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. In gratitude for this, tell me if you need anything. Yeah, watch this. I have a favor to ask. Is it possible to take care of Shauna in this castle? Well, I do have an agreement with Dart. She is the weakest character in this party. What? It seems Imperial Sandara attacked Celis to take Shauna away, so they could go after Shauna anytime. And when I think of it, is that the reason you brought me here? Shauna. I can walk next to Dart. I have been working towards that. There is nothing we can do about the time we were apart, but I want to be with you forever. And that's why half of the fanbase hates you, because you act like a brat. Not that there's anything wrong with that, at least you're better than the replacement you have. Unfortunately, you can't leave her here. Imperial Sandara obtained the force called the Dragon, and went on the offensive. See Part 1 for more details. We're holding the battle line in Hoax, but if the dragon if the dragon could fly at low altitudes and directly attack the castle, we cannot defend it, even with high ramparts. There is no place safe in Serdio now. Besides, you don't know how she feels about you, don't you? Actually, we can pretty much tell. Shauna, it may be even more dangerous from now on. I don't mind as long as I can be with you, Dart. See, this is why the fanbase is not really fond of you, Shauna. You do such bratty things. Well, I take back the request, but one more thing, I would like to ask a question. To Minister Noash, I think it needs to speed up a little bit more. Ask me anything, son. My head is filled with all the legends and history of the continent of Endiness. Okay, drop the bombshell up there, Dart. I was on a journey to pursue the Black Monster. The Black Monster? The monster that attacked Neat 18 years ago. The only thing I know is that he deprived me of my parents and my hometown. Uh-oh, you done screwed up. You were a victim of the devil. I want to hear everything. Please tell me about it. There is hardly any information left. Everything that was related to him was reduced to ashes. The only thing I know is the Black Monster is called the Devil that disobeyed the Great Existence. And it is also known for devouring the God. Wait, what? Devouring the God? Yes, surprisingly it shows up in history beginning 11,000 years ago. Uh-oh, so that thing's been around for a long time? 11,000 years ago? It's the time of the Dragon campaign ending. You're exactly right, Your Majesty. Instead, I will tell you the story of the Dragon campaign. And this is where I'm going to cut off because there's about to be a cutscene right about now. So, see you after the cutscene.
were gods. Winglies ruled over all living creatures and used them as slaves. The enslaved suffered a terrible domination and injustice. Their anger turned to a flame of fury. Then a gust of wind blew throughout the lands, spreading the flame to a blazing fire. The wind was Emperor Diaz. 7 incarnations of dragons served the Emperor. Their bravery inspired people to take up arms. Thus began the Dragon Campaign. It was a harsh war. Both people and Winglies suffered countless injuries and fatalities. After a long period of suffering, it was the humans who acquired the future. The age of humans had begun.
Wow, that's really extensive there. The Black Monster appeared after the Dragon Campaign. Kind of doesn't make sense. To some people, but to people who played the game, it's a coincidence. Let's put it to you like that. Anyway, excuse me, sir. It's time for the war meeting. Yeah, the Praetorian of Basil, no less. I see. Tell them we'll come soon. Thankfully, we won't be escorting Albert to the war meeting. Dart, Shauna, this war will be a particularly harsh one for those who no longer have a home to return to. I wouldn't say that. Celis will be rebuilt. Sort of. The castle is very quiet now. It's the best place to think about your future. I hope so. But this is our first time in a castle! Well, there is a place with a great view next to this room. Go enjoy yourselves. The view from the castle? I see. Please excuse me. There goes Shauna. Now here's the thing, no matter which side you take, whether it's the left side or the right side, you're gonna end up the same way. So anyway, we're about to establish our next destination. Hold on one second, please. From here we can see all of Basel. Might we even be able to see Celis? Sorry about that, there was a distraction coming in the house, that's all. Celis is over on the mountain. Besides, we can't see it anyway because we're so far. I hope everybody is safe. Now see back then? This used to be gorgeous graphics. Still is though. I'm sure they're okay. Yes, they are. According to the brief by my aide, most of the people in the village are safe. Oh really? I'm relieved to hear that. But it'll take time to rebuild the village. So at this point you can't return to Celis. Still good, I can meet everybody again. But we have bad news. Sandora is now readying itself to attack us. They are planning to use the dragon for the offensive. On Hoax. Just for the record, folks, if you try to go back to Celis for that Stardust, you won't be able to get it. A dragon, if they release that monster in battle, it'll be total genocide. Our role as the knighthood is to stop it. I'm heading to Hoax now. Maintaining the battle line will determine the future of Basel. I have lived only for myself. Not really, Dart, but still. I believed there was something I had to complete by myself, even if I had to leave Shauna and the village and the people in the village behind. and see how well that turned out. Not that Dart's a failure or anything, but still. But when I came back, look at this. It's not his fault that Frugal launched an all-out assault on Celis. I almost lost my hometown again. Quit blaming yourself, man. Lavitz, I'm going to Hoax with you. I don't want to see any more senseless bloodshed. Oh, and this team kicks ass too. What about the Black Monster? We have to end the war first. Once Dart makes up his mind, he never changes it. Of course, I'm going too. I cannot stand the war either. I can fight too. You'll just be in the way, Shauna. You guys. Everything is determined, and now we have to prepare. Then let's go to Bale now. There are item shops, weapon shops, and my home. Please meet my mother. No, seriously, we're gonna have to meet his mother in order for her to get Lavitz's weapon, which isn't sold in the store. She'll be happy because she hasn't had a guest in a while. I could sit there and let this team play, but never mind. We're going to go on ahead and leave right now. Before we literally leave Bale, I will get that treasure. However, for the most part, that's basically our objective. To get to Lavitz's house and prepare for the road ahead, because once we leave this area, again, we probably won't be able to come back. A really good chance we won't be able to come back, so now would be a good time to stock up. Oh, and the item shop was on the left too. Anyway, let's go here to this end, and I'm going to save. So in the next episode, we're going to see Lavitz's extravagant house, and then gear up for the battle ahead in Part 13. This is RVMan985. See you guys next time. And trust me, it won't be just cutscenes next time. Ciao!